Hello. Hello, chat. Hello, hello. I am here this time with no technical difficulties, and we're here for the tournament. Are you guys excited? I assume some of you are playing. Bye? Okay, bye, Ari. Goodbye. Hello, hello. Okay, so today we have Mega Button Monthly, which is a subscriber tournament, and there's a $70 prize for first place. So that should be very exciting. We've got a few players here lined up, ready to go, waiting for their opponents, I see. We should be starting any minute. It's gonna be fun. Oh, let me get my round one. There we go. Where's my round one on the bracket? Um, are you maybe one of the people who are automatically in round two? Because sometimes that has to happen. The bracket has not started. Yeah. Some people are already in round two, which is in 30 minutes. Yeah. Um, it's just because of an uneven number of players. So I wonder if there's a way to change how this works, by the way, because shouldn't it be that only one person has to start in the next round? Why do we have so many people starting in round two? How do I find the room again? It's on the Discord. It's on the Discord. But I guess I'll show it here. This is the room code. Yeah, so there's a lot of people that are already in round two. It has to be the same number of on both sides of the bracket. Okay. Well, we're gonna watch round one players, of course. Oh, I see Eri versus Scar. That's a very funny match. Um, let's watch this one. I mean, this is the only one that's currently playing. So, Maybe was the winner of the last one. Maybe was the winner of the last Mega Button Monthly. But let's watch Taramia and Ben here. Okay. Also, hi Meth Wizard. You're not really very late. You're fine. Here we go. Round one. So I think Taramia is probably playing Lunalight, if I had to guess. Yep. Starting with Gold Leo, that's the best starter. I think. I think it's the best starter. Ooh, and we're impalming the Silverhound, but we didn't add Silverhound, we added Black Sheep. So we're gonna have an extender, most likely. We do need another card for this poly to work. Oh no, we don't. This card adds it back. Okay. Yeah, so we do have an extender. Into Perfume Dancer. Yeah, by the way, if you're wanting to join these tournaments, join the Discord. There's a big section for it. They're very cool, very hype, lots of nice prizes, and it's only gonna get bigger and cooler. So I'm not a Lunalight expert. Does this guarantee a Liger from this position? If you get to Perfume Dancer, is it a guaranteed Liger? Or does it all depend? If they get to check, it's Liger easy. Yeah, so Kaleido check is important because this is how you make double Liger, right? You turn this into the Leo Dancer, and then you use it again by banishing the real Leo Dancer from the graveyard. That's how you make 2 Ligers, right? So this one's important because this you can't get to Liger without this card. Only issue is no Martin. Well, we'll see. We'll see what Terramia sends here, because you can send Martin here if you want to. Rainfall, are you here? I believe you're in round 2, right? QQ? I believe you're in round 2, right? So you don't have to play just yet. They're thinking. They are thinking. What are you gonna do, Terra? And I didn't mention it, but we got impulsed on this side of things, so that means Malice, most likely. I would predict Malice on this side of things. Round 2 will be available to be played at 30. X30, yeah. I think that's the best way to do it, just to stagger it a bit so that we don't have some people waiting for a long, long time. You can always at your opponent in the Discord as well. They might respond there. Is this a replay bug or what? Are we just thinking for a long time? No, we're thinking for a long time. And okay, sending Taiga is not the card that I expected them to send there. They must have been calculating a long line. Okay, show me the Goo Terra. Show me what plays you have. Kaleido send Taiga. I don't think we're getting to Liga this game, right? At least not this turn. So many shinies. Yeah, Terramir is a whale. He's a whale. He'll tell you he's not a whale, but he's a whale. Are we drawing here? No, especially from the graveyard. Oh, never mind. Chick is not a once per turn effect. Chick is not once per turn. But we still didn't send. We still didn't send the Leo, not yet. We're just going for Martin. I wonder if they're gonna get low on time here. It has been a little while. You see the line, Rainbow? Okay. I don't know what line you see. I'm a little like noob, so all I think about is Liga. I don't really know how to get to it from here. This is a interesting card. Look at this guy. So this detaches for an effect, which is why it triggers Martin. I guess that's why this is in the deck. It's the same as why it was played in tier. Okay, Cross Sheep. Are we gonna maybe actually make Leo Dancer? Like, hard make it? And that's how we get the material on board? This can revive Kaleido Chick. Yeah. And now Kaleido can send the Liga. Okay, finally. Finally, I understand the line. There we go. Okay. And there's Masquerade. Holly. Yeah. Okay, so this card just basically doubles your poly, right? Adding it back from the graveyard, and then once per turn you can fusion summon by banishing. That's basically you get to poly twice, if you think about it. It's like poly from the field, and then get to poly from those same materials again. So this is going to be double Liga. And if this is Malice from Ben, this could be an interesting game because Malice is one of the decks that has a lot of outs to Liga. Because you can easily make very big monsters. Malice can out Liga? I mean, theoretically, yeah, because crypto is huge, access code is huge. But you know what I mean. Theoretically, some decks don't even have a theoretical out. Of course, it's going to be a problem to beat the board wipes. Okay, so SP double Liga. This is a very formidable field. If you don't have outs, it's so hard to play against this. Let's see what Ben has. WinCon is Terra Heart Attack? Well, it could honestly be Terra Mia timing out. Because that was a long turn one. He went into the think tank to find that line. I had a whole 3 seconds left. Well, maybe you should focus and not time out on your opponent's turn. To be fair, this is one of the decks that you can have no time on the best. Because you could just toggle off and still maybe win just by sitting on Liga. That's a very real possibility. There is also a Silverhound negate, right? Yes, there is a Silverhound negate. Okay. So it is Malice. I was totally correct on my prediction. So I've never played this matchup because I'm not a Lunalight player. I haven't played Malice recently. Okay, we're gonna impulse that. I was gonna ask, when do we disrupt? Do you just wait until there's a monster that's big enough? Oh my god. Cross out on Dominus Impulse. I think Malice should play the Wicked to play through this. Yeah, that is also another thing. Wicked can't be destroyed by the Liga, and anything it points to also can't be destroyed. So actually, there's a decent threat as soon as you have a couple of materials on the board. There's a decent threat there. With SP though, I think you could you could be very smart about it, right? You could hold SP specifically for Wicked. That way you don't have to wipe every time there's 2 monsters on the board. That might be a way to play it. But no, Terramia is choosing to wipe now. This might just be for value, because this is obviously the power play, right? The Wicked, I mean the decode into the Link 3. That's obviously a power play. So maybe this is just for value. But what I was saying is that you could possibly wait for Wicked, then wait for them to activate an effect, then banish the Wicked, and then you know that you don't have to be scared of anything until there's an access code or a big crypto on the board. and has a set MTP. Considering chaining it, it wouldn't really do much. But they could. They're just gonna scoop it up. Okay. I guess they figured they can't push through the Ligers there, which is fair enough. That is gonna be pretty difficult to beat. Okay, do we have other players playing? We do have the other matches. We will jump into those after this match finishes, if they're still going. But let's follow this one for now. So Terramia up game 1. Going first, making double Liger. Pretty good start. The sad part is they probs got the Bestial for draw. Yeah, the Bestial would have been a nice hand trap versus Lunalight. But now Malice is going first. So this is where it should be. Is Bold really bold? You'll have to ask him. Or do you mean Drake? Okay, so Malice going first should be a very different story. Normal Chessie Cat. The limited one of. Okay, we have 2 hand traps here. Did you see that? There was a response on the summon, and now Ash for the effect. So that could be a Max C or an Impalm as well. I don't think Lunalight plays a lot of hand traps though, so it might just be Max C. Or Fua. We'll find out now. That's not Max C. Okay. I'm kind of glad there's no Max C, because that would have been quite the disappointing 2-0. Potentially. Yuna has the usuals, Impulse. I think it's a Fua. I think we have a Fua here. We're adding Wizard. This card our own Fua. We're going Wizard right now. I guess that makes sense. Otherwise you're wasting Decoder. Yeah, there it is. There's the Fua. It resolved. No response. So is this just one draw for Ransom plus Mirror Pass? That's usually the standard play, right? We're thinking about it. I wish Luna's had a March hair. What do you mean by that? You mean an extender that plays on turn 0? I wish Luna had a Link monster. They do. It's Cross Sheep. Like a hand trap monster? Okay. I think every deck should have a hand trap monster. So you could break the lock without fusion summoning? Or bouncing? What do you mean by that? What do you mean? Break the lock? Silverhound? Oh, right. Okay. Okay, we are choosing to link into Ransom. This is kind of the standard play, right? I'm surprised we took so long to decide to do this. Because this sets up follow-up plus 2 disruptions for 1 draw. It's pretty easily worth it, right? Why are you so flushed today? You drunk? I'm not drunk. I'm just doing a little blushing. It's fine. We can turn that off. Oh, this is not what I expected. Usually you pass turn here. You add the mirror, you set, and you pass. That's usually the play. But we're going in a little more. I think you should continue. What is the reasoning? I don't know how good Lunalight is at breaking a board, but I know that there is one card in the deck that punishes you hard for playing into the Fua, which is Heavy Poly. Also, Cookie Check. The Cookie Check is getting pretty exciting right now. We have 864 quadrillion, 700 trillion cookies. As soon as we get to a quintillion cookies, we're gonna be dumping one quintillion cookies into the shop. We're gonna go down to 0. Anyway, so what are we setting up here? We're getting the MTP. You're right that this is a lot of buddies for only one extra draw, but disruption-wise, it's the same. This MTP you were gonna get anyway on their turn when you banish the ransom. Where Apo? Did they Cyber's lock? I'll let you think about that one, Rainbow. Okay, so this makes sense. I think ending on the binder would have been the worst play, because that's just the same disruptions for one more draw. If you're gonna go binder, you might as well go allied code. Yeah. She went to Europe. It was too European. Am I too late to participate? Yes, Abby. You are. It was a little later today. You should be like okay to play in these now, because they're a little later for you. I might have gone for Crypto too. You're the opponent, Taramia. Don't coach them on what they should have been doing if you're just gonna win anyway. But I kind of get it, right? You're basically on full combo at this point. You might as well commit. Let's see. Do they have the heavy poly? Also, thank you, Huncho, for resubscribing. Maybe you're finally green in the Discord now. Three in hand, Maxi Hair Impulse. I don't think there's any chainables in this hand. There's definitely not a Maxi, because there was no response to the Fua. Okay, normal Gold Leo. I wouldn't be surprised if they negated this, because this is 2 effects that you're trading with, right? And a body on the board. I kind of think it's good value to negate this. But what do I know? I don't play Lunalight. Maybe you hold it for all the fusion spells? Maybe that's the better play? Sometimes it ends the combo, sometimes nothing. I think with a lot of cards in the hand, you could be pretty confident that they can extend. This is also another good card. This one also has a lot of value because this has 2 effects as well. My fingers are so dry that the skin on the other side just peels off. Okay, Abby. Thank you for telling us. Oh, we're ashing MTP. That's always bad when that happens. It's surprising how good Ash is at going second against Malice when it's on your turn, compared to how bad it is on their turn. It's kind of funny. Yeah, it's so effective that we had to Omni negate that just so that we can resolve the MTP. And now the fusion happens. Do we have an impulse for this? Doesn't look like it. And it's Liger. Just instant Liger. Yeah, when you go first, you kind of have to jump through hoops to get to Liger, but going second, this card can just summon it. And so can Heavy Poly, right? They just have 3 monsters in hand. Yeah. But the most important part is this effect, right? The part that it says you can send a monster from your extra deck if your opponent controls an extra deck monster. Because that lets you get the name, the Leo Dancer name, which you need for Liger. And at this point, Liger is like so strong. A Raigeki effect is a really good board breaker against Malice. It's like Murakumo. Is this... What is this now? This can't be another Liger. This is just a Perfume Dancer, right? No? It is another Liger. Okay, how did we do that? How did we get the name? How did we get the name just now? I hope the set is Daruma. I don't think it's Daruma. What did we just do? How did we make Liger just now? Where was the Leo Dancer? Is the effective check? This one? But didn't you already have Leo Dancer in the graveyard? Do you play 2? Oh, you play 2! Right, okay, I see. I see. We play 2, that's how. Okay, so we know their hand, but I don't think the hand matters. Just the Liger Dancers are gonna be enough here. Malice in the Mirror. It's not gonna do it. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate for Ben, though. Liger Dancer is too strong. I feel like Lunalight's really good. The ceiling on it is so high. But anyway, let's check out some other games. Let's see, what have we got here? Here's my spoiler image, so that you guys don't see the results. Let's watch Mavie, the reigning champion. Let's see what Mavie's bringing today. Isn't it round 2 time? Should be round 2 time, yeah. Round 2 should be just about ready to start. So I guess we'll check out round 2 after we see this. I wanted to see if Maybe has brought the same deck as last time, and it looks like she has. This is the Snake Pile. It's not just Mitsurugi. This is Ogdoadic Mitsurugi. We're going second versus Malice. And we have hit them with Perulia and Fua. We didn't Fua in response to the Chessie draw, which is usually something that you do. We're gonna Ash Ransom. We didn't get any draws here. Like, we hardly got any pluses with those Charmies. This should play through this, right? This is an MTP set and a Nibiru. This hand should play through that, I think. I'm gonna banish King of the Feral Imps, sure. Now Nibiru is not really very good. If it tributes a Futsu, it's just gonna come straight back. Although, we're tributing it now. Okay, now Murakumo's on the board. Ended the main. We didn't trigger Ransom here for some reason. I don't know why we didn't trigger Ransom here. Snake, Rain, and there we go with the Ogdoadics. Okay, so this is gonna push. Damn. Malice, I know they got forward, but going first and just getting run over by the snakes, push through everything, it's kind of impressive. It's kind of impressive. Let's see if maybe can make it back to back with the first place. First place. What does T2 stand for? It stands for think twice. But anyway, we should be ready for round 2. So I believe this is a round 2 match, right? Rainbow versus Berserker. Here we go. Round 2. Watch Akemi. I'll watch Akemi after this match, but this is going to be the one that we're going to follow. I'll watch Akemi if they're still in, but we can also watch their round 2 match anyway. Okay. Berserker going first with a Punk deck. Chain Itelly. Wonder why we're chaining here. Chaining here doesn't seem like a good idea, because if you get drolled here, you might want to summon a different card. The field spell is up. That's a really good Punk card. This card reminds me of Malice. It just draws 2 for free over the course of a combo. I'm rooting for Akemi. He has a fun deck. We will look at Akemi's deck. Ooh, Impulse. Rainbow is on a 50 card pile, by the way. You can't see it, but there's a 50 card deck here. What 50 card deck plays Impulse? Aren't most Impulse decks like 40 card decks? Can I guess? I feel like you might know the answer, Plushy Bell, so... Is it like a Fire King pile? Is it a Fire King Snake Eye pile? Okay, is this our end board? Because this is not very strong. Okay, we're gonna draw another card. Is it worth drawing a card here? Don't you want this card to be a negate? We're passing turn without the negate. Huh? Was that draw worth it? And okay, Prez, that makes me think that this is just a pure Mitsu deck. Unless it is the maybe deck. It could be the Mitsurugi, like, snake pile as well. Does that deck play Impulse? I don't know the attributes of the Ogdoadic cards, but it's Mitsurugi for now. Okay, starting with Cold Buy. Why are we starting with Cold Buy? What is this for? Am I missing something? Why did we Cold Buy? Was that a misclick? If we got Ashna, oh my god. Why did we Cold Buy? We must have misclicked. And it's gonna resolve. Oh, that's so sad. We misclicked Cold Buy, I presume. Okay, maybe, actually, maybe they thought that this had a negate with the level 3 Psychic, but it doesn't, because there's no materials. Maybe that's what they thought. That could be the explanation. Maxi was the fever draw. Okay. If Maxi was the fever draw, then it was worth it. And this all worked out perfectly. But now we're trying to play into the Maxi, which is pretty easy for this deck. Mitsurugi can OTK onto Maxi pretty nicely. There's the Punk Trap. We didn't search this. We just drew it, I guess. Which negates Murakumo. And we have plenty of cards in the hand to pay for the Murakumo negate. And we can't chain Prez because Prez has been used. So it's a good negate there. Ooh, making Photon Lord. Okay. Okay, I was kind of right. I was kind of right. It's Fire King Pile. I didn't mention the Mitsurugi, but I was right with Fire King. Are we gonna negate this Ash? Because I feel like we made Photon Lord to protect against Nibiru mainly. But if we can't extend from here, we kind of need to. Oh, never mind. Wait. Wait. What do you mean we have Crossout Designator? Excuse me? What do you mean we have Crossout and we didn't negate we didn't negate Maxi? Huh? Huh? But I won't question it. I won't question it. Also, they literally drew Ash. I mean, they literally drew Cold by Cross out. It's crazy. This should be really strong here. Now Rainbow's in a really good spot because they can negate Nibiru. They just have to find lethal damage. How easy is it to get lethal here? The rank 8 doesn't do it, right? You can't make big Garunics here, right? No, you gotta make the zombie vampire. Okay. What do we mill? I'll try not to block it with my big beautiful body. That's kind of an annoying Ghost Ogre, because we wanted the damage from this 3k beta here. But it's still gonna resolve, and we find Diabell Star. Oh, do we play Snake Eyes in here? Oh my god. They don't mill anything good. We are summoning Diabell. Oh, do we have a Snake Eye combo now? That would be a crazy deck if we're playing that. Mitsurugi Snake Eye Fire King. Setting Deception. This could still be Snake Eyes. Could just be Azamina though. They're getting close. No, not really. I was gonna say they're getting close to decking them out, but there's still 16 cards. It's not likely. Let's see though. I don't think Snake Eye is realistic because you can't really play Impulse in Snake Eye. Because a lot of your extra deck cards are like. I guess you could cut Fiendsmith and play it. Yeah, you could do that. You could play Snake Eye and Impulse. We're going Murcielago. Will this be OSS? I'm gonna lose my mind if it's OSS. Oh my god, it's OSS. Okay, but it could still just be for Ponixes. And we're using it? We're using it. Don't we add back and go for Sylvia? I guess not, we've already normal summoned. And it's Snake Eye Ash! Okay. Okay. I'm hyped. Okay, I'm on Rainbow's side now. I really want to see Rainbow do well with this deck. There's a very cool manga named Murcielago. Okay. Poplar. Hi, Poplar. Hi, Poplar. The Royal Snake Eye Ash. Oh my god, I love it. I miss playing Snake Eye already. Hi, Poplar. I know. This deck is based. It's kind of similar to a Genesis deck that I built. A Snake Eye Fire King. This is such a cool idea. I need to try this. We need to try this. Unrated. I said that we were pretty far from decking them out, but we might actually get there. We can't go Fiendsmith because there is definitely not Fiendsmith in this deck. You know what I just realized, by the way, and nobody's pointed it out in chat, so you guys all missed it as well. We can't use Photon Lord to negate Nibiru because we activated Impulse on their turn. So we actually can't use the Photon Lord if there is a Nibiru. Just want to point that out. It's okay, opponent doesn't know. You think they won't even activate the Nibiru? Just to try it? We're getting close to deck out here. 10 cards in Rainbow's extra deck, depending on what it is. Opponent is watching stream and you just told them? We'll see. Is this is Princess, yeah? There might not be a Nibiru in the opponent's deck. Have you considered that? There might not be a Nibiru. Oh, there's a Nibiru. And Photon Lord cannot negate this. But Sylvia can. Sylvia can. Lamau? Yeah. Yeah, Sylvia fortunately can still work under Impulse. Definitely watching the stream? What do you mean? That's not definitely watching the stream. You would still use Nibiru. Like why would you just lose? You would still activate your Nibiru and make them click the button, you know? You still might as well. Can we summon 5 more times? Amblo OTK? We're not making Amblo Whale. This card made Amblo obsolete. This is the better version of Amblo. We could go Zelantis. I think we can still use Waters, right? Under Impulse. Can we still use Waters? Yes, we can. Amblo OTK is not real, yeah. Amblo OTK is not a thing, Abby. If we went for Amblo, not Amblo. Even you got me saying Amblo now. If we went for Zelantis, oh, SP? Ain't no way we're activating that, right? I don't think we got the Zelantis. I don't think we play it. I don't think we play the Zelantis. Okay, there's another Diabell Star. We can't activate it. Surely we have some links. 7 card in the extra deck. Surely we can make something. We did? Yeah, okay. What is this? It is Zelantis. Okay. Well, that's gonna do it. Zelantis will do it here. Because that's 1 draw, and then Princess is 2, and that's gonna be draw for turn, GG. And in fact, it's also just lethal, because of the way Zelantis OTK works. But oh my god, Rainbow. That was incredible. Nice deck, nice OTK. But please tell me why. Please tell me why we use Cold Buy and Cross Out like that. I would really like to know. We Cold Buyed nothing and then didn't cross out Maxi. It worked out somehow. Opponent's Maxi was our win con. Honestly, in hindsight, you're right. That's how we won with deck out. So maybe I just didn't understand it. Okay, I see Maybe and Braga still going on round 1. But we're gonna continue watching Rainbow. Is a Kemi in here? A Kemi versus Huncho. I would like to watch this match. But we're gonna keep watching this one. I really want to see more of this Snake Eye deck. That's something that I can't believe I haven't tried yet. Mitsurugi Snake Eye. Okay. Snai favoritism? I've never heard it called Snai. Snake Eye. Okay, same start again. Are we gonna chain Italy again? Doesn't look like it. Adding Wagon. Oh, Rainbow has something? It's actually the Droll this time. Okay, so they learned from their mistake. They learned from their mistake. Last game. Okay, Foxy Tune gets some plays going through Droll. We're going to discard our own Droll, which is an interesting discard because I feel like that card was pretty valuable against Mavy's deck. Mitsurugi Snake Eye Fire King. That loses to Droll quite hard, right? This one can also activate under Droll. We can summon the fusion guy, the Rising Carp. And then this one can also activate under Droll. Okay. Jam Dragon Drive. What can we do on the draw with this? It adds one or sends it to the graveyard. Is there any value in sending one to the graveyard here? I absolutely adore Punk, but they are weak to nearly every hand trap. Make Carp a quick self-tribute like Requiem. Well, there's nothing they can do about it now. It's already been printed. Imagine if they did, just like errata cards all the time on patch notes. That would be really complicated. Okay, we're not making Jam Dragon. I mean Fever. We're going Fiendsmith. Okay. Well, this works on the draw. Are we gonna go back to Punk, or is this just Fiendsmith pass? I don't see how we get this back on the board, right? So we're not going to be able to get the Omni Negate, or the Monster Negate, I should say. Just going to be Fiendsmith, which I think a gas deck like Rainbow's deck can push through pretty well. They just have to have not bricked. Never mind, they don't even need to brick. I mean, they don't even need to not brick, because they can just impulse the sequence, and that's got to be a pass turn, right? They still have a normal summon, but yeah, it's just pass. Okay, they discarded Droll, which makes me think we do have some hand traps. Maybe a Maxi again. We're using Lacrima now. If they play Paradise, this could be one disruption. Ending on Pep after being drawn would have been more valuable. Could we have ended on Pep? We might have been able to. Okay, they do have a hand trap. Ashing Habakiri is decent. I usually like to ash the Sagi instead of the Habakiri, but this is fine too. And we have the Ponix. Okay. They do have Requiem to set up presumably Paradise. But I don't know how strong one Desiree Send is going to be versus Fire King here. They could send the Fire King field spell, I assume. That would be a pretty good play. But still, that's not game winning. Oh no. Oh no. With Ghost Ogring Island, we can protect that by popping a fire, but we would need a second monster for Island to resolve. And we do, so it doesn't matter. That Ghost Ogre was pretty minus. I think I would have discarded the Ghost Ogre for Foxy and kept the Droll, if I'm honest. That card was maybe better at stopping Rainbow's deck. Almost certainly, actually. So can we win the game now? I think we can do a lot. Because we can go Zombie Vampire with these 8s here. And that's pretty scary. If we find a Snake Eye card, it's going to be game over. Or even a Mitsurugi card. Like Sagi, I guess. We need to find exactly Sagi. Or a Snake Eye card. Then we can OTK. Did Lacrima not send Paradise? Oh. They just scoop it up. It's a good question, actually. They did not. They sent Tract, so they don't play Paradise. Berserker's gonna scoop it up to just the Vampire, which I think is strange, because it could hit. It could not hit, you know? I think you could play that out, but it was probably winning for Rainbow. Um, but yeah, that's round two over for Rainbow at least. That was a good match. I'm impressed with the deck choice from Rainbow. That was really cool. So Rainbow moving on to top 8. Let's let's take a look at Akami's game, because I've been told that there is some spicy deck building. Okay, let's see what Akami's brought to the table. This is also a round 2 match. EPI won a Maxi challenge. That was a very crazy game, Rainbow. Oh no, what is this? What is this? Kaiman, oh, it's Dragon Maid. So Akami is on Snake Eye as a Mina traps, and they have double trap trick. Is this a Labyrinth deck? Okay, this is combo, by the way. Totally missed. This total brick plus this total brick actually plays. Totally forgot about that. Did not see that line. But we are gonna get Veilored. This turns Thrust on. I wonder what we're gonna Thrust for. Are we thrusting for like big welcome here? No, Morian. Okay, that makes sense because that's a disruption. Oh, never mind. It actually keeps playing. Yeah, we go Sylvia. Now we can reset the Morian. So it's 2 disruptions. That's a pretty nice play, actually. Huncho's hand looks nice though. Maybe not actually. That's 3 normal summons, but we do have Kaiman. Why did we use Kaiman? Why would we use Kaiman to search? Is Kitchen that much better of a normal summon? Could we not normal summon a different card and then extend with the Kaiman effect to special from the hand? Wouldn't that be better? I don't know Dragon Maid well enough, but I feel like that would have been better. Okay, what did we do to this Sylvia? What happened to this Sylvia? Cannot activate that target's effects this turn. Okay. I see. So, what trap cards do we play that's gonna disrupt this? Karma Cannon, maybe? Oh my god, what is that? Sinful Spoils Awakening. If your opponent controls 3 or more monsters and you control a level 5 or higher illusion, target 3 cards your opponent controls, return them to the hand. Excuse me? Oh my god. Look at this. Bounce the whole board. Bye! That's even better than Karma Cannon. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's no wonder we didn't shotgun a negate early on with this card. No wonder we saved it. We drew Debtors. We're playing a big Sinful Spoils deck, it seems. What is that? What are we going for this time? Azamina Determination? Reveal an Azamina Fusion in your extra. For every force and shuffle a Sinful Spoils from your graveyard or banishment. Okay, so it's Hallowed, but quick play and from the graveyard and banishment? And it's also follow up in the graveyard? That's crazy. We're popping off. We can chain debtors here. That's Saint right there. Yeah, we can summon Saint as Amino. In fact, is this lethal? I don't know if it's lethal or not. We can go Moa Regina, which is a lot of damage. I love these cards. I've never seen these cards being used before. Somehow, can be misplayed. Is that Gear 5 Luffy in the trap card? This one? No, you mean this one, right? You mean this one? I know what you mean. It's Diabells. Right? It's Diabells. Okay, now we're gonna negate. They're left on 100 life points, by the way. I've tried using them before, it's just never good enough. Well, you're gonna eat those words maybe when you lose to a Kemi in the finals. You're gonna eat those words. So this has an effect now. We're gonna... What is this? Just recycle a card? Yeah, you're right, Abby. I was wondering what happened last turn, and that was what happened, right? If we send Morion that banishes itself when it leaves the field, we don't get the rest of the effective debtors, right? Then special summon the revealed monster. So we don't get to do this. We don't get to special summon the monster if it doesn't go to the graveyard. So that's what happened last turn, that's why we didn't lethal. But now we should easily lethal. There's an Omni Negate on the board, and it's the battle phase. GG. That was impressive. That looked like a really bad hand and a really bad deck, but somehow Kemi made it work. Alright, here's game 2 between Akemi and Huncho. Should be D-Maid's going first, right? Yeah, Dragon Maid's going first. And that hand looks crazy for going second. How good is this going first? We have a Lava Golem down here? Okay. Somehow I feel like that Lava Golem's gonna go crazy. Gonna make Lady. Okay, Seals plus Lady. So this is gonna be Fusion Summon in the standby phase. And I guess we just Lava Golem those two cards, right? We're not gonna Lava Golem Seals. That seems like a bad play. We need a Monster Tribute with Deception, though. That is true. Our hand doesn't play. Our hand currently doesn't play. Unless it plays on the opponent's turn. Yeah, it does kind of play on the opponent's turn a bit. It does kind of play. I actually think these two traps are going to go crazy on the next turn here. Okay, was there a reason to do that? Was there a reason to put a face-up card on the board for Seals? I get maybe we wanted it face up so that it resets itself, but then we should have done both of them. Okay, Chaos Angel. This targets the Deception. Okay, we're going to chain the Determination. Chain Maxi. This plays, right? Because this can shuffle a bunch of cards away, summon a level 5, and then we get to resolve the Awakening. Yeah, we get to bounce all 3 cards now. That outs the Chaos Angel, puts the Lava Golem back in the hand. This is probably getting negated, yeah. So I see the problem is that we just don't have Engine. I really liked the play there on the opponent's turn, bouncing the Lava Golem. Oh, jump scare. You ever run out of disruptions and then your opponent goes Kaiman? You 100% have a heart attack every time, right? Even if it's Dragon Maid. Surely you get scarred by it. Is this going to be lethal somehow? There's so many cards in the hand. I didn't know Dragon Maid could go this plus. Oh my god, Reasoning. Oh, that was really smart. You see what they did there? They fused away their own lady, so that there's only one monster on the board. So now we can't Lava Golem. And yeah, Akemi just doesn't have Engine. Is that pure Azamina? That is indeed pure Azamina. And I believe they are currently playing their 3rd game, right? Yeah, they're currently playing their game 3. So, let's see who wins between Akemi, pure Azamina, 60 card trap pile, Sinful Spoils nonsense, Gear 5 Luffy, versus Dragon Maids. It is Azamina going first. Okay, Hunter's on the bottom this time. We have Max C for Datas. That's going to be rough. But we do see that Akemi plays a lot of traps. This is kind of a trap deck, if anything. So they could genuinely just, like, pass. Oh, but there's Veiler as well. Ew. Ew. Do we have anything? We have a Thrust, okay. I'm going to go for the Determination. So this is a special summon on their turn. Maybe they also have the one that bounces 3. We're going to summon the Omni Negate right now. I think that this other card is the one that bounces 3, right? So we have a decent amount of disruption. We're going to let Kitchen resolve. Who would I DM on Discord about a bot scammer in the Discord? Me or a mod. Just show me what they're doing and we'll remove them. I assume it's going to be one of those AI art scammers. Or like I've deposited $3,000 into your account kind of scam. It wasn't the bounce, by the way, it was Impulse, and it did pass the turn. Ooh. It also negated and destroyed. Yeah, Pure Azamina is an Impulse deck. It's kind of spooky. We don't have extension. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this for Akemi. There needs to be a lot of disruption. AI feet picks lack soul. I agree. Oh, Cold Buy is pretty strong though. Is Akemi going to be picking this one up? They do have a negate for any follow-up plays. Normal Kitchen. We're going to let it resolve. Discard Lorpa. Activate Tidy. Okay, we have to bounce this. Wait. Oh! Oh, okay, that's pretty smart. Not negating so that the monster actually leaves the field is pretty smart. If you negated, you would leave the kitchen on the board. So this is reasonable. And now Akemi only has to hit 2100 damage. We do have to beat this though. This is a pretty strong play. Like, look at this. This is like a branded end phase. Spatula Summon from the deck and then Fusion Summon. Look at this. This is like resolving dupe on your opponent's turn. And there's the Lava Golem. Of course. We knew it had to come out sometime. And there's Diabell Star, the one-card starter. No more disruptions. Oh no. And this is an extender from the graveyard? When the golem is lava? I think this is it. I think they can kill right now. All they have to do is somehow get to... Oh, we have a Droll. I was gonna say if we got to Saint Azamina, we would be able to crash for lethal, like a Yubel. But we can't do that. Oh my god. The burn damage. I completely forgot. Can they trigger this again on the opponent's turn? Is there a way to just trigger this again? I'm gonna summon Sylvia. No, we're sending away the deception. And now here comes Lady again. Crash. Main phase 2. What are we linking into here? SP? SP. Yeah, I'm not sure why we entered the battle phase. Now the lady's gone. Oh. Oh. Chat, I just realized. I just realized. Oh no. Oh no, it doesn't matter what we do. When the golem is hot. Can they do anything in main phase? In draw phase? They're even gonna make Sylvia again, so even if there is one play in the draw phase, we need a second play in the draw phase. Oh no. Oh no. Wow. Pure Azamina, Lava Golem Burn. Well played, Akemi and Huncho. That was a really funny match. Okay, Pure Azamina, of all things, gets to move on. Wow. Okay. Let's see what's happening in round 3. Do we have any round 3 matches? We do. We have one round 3 match, which is top 8, ready to go, and that is Mikan versus Rainbow. What do we say to my recommendation to watch Akemi? Thank you, Abby. You're very smart. This match is round 3, so let's watch Mikan versus Rainbow. I want to see more of that Snake Eye deck. And I'm interested to see what Mikan brought. Okay, we have Mikan going first. And we have Mitsurugi Sleeves. And 7th Tachyon. This is Ryziel. I assume Mitsurugi Ryziel. No Droll. That's good news. No Maxi. That's really good news. I mean, yeah, when you get to this position, it's just so strong. We're gonna make a Detonator. That's just... Yeah, that's just hand trap insurance with the cross. Now you can go full combo. I like making Duo Drive there, if I'm honest. I like making Duo Drive there a little bit more. Because, one, you miss out on the Detonator no effect to attach. But also, like, let's say you got ashed here. Let's say you suddenly got ashed on the pre-prep, right? Do you actually want to cross negate that? Because you don't need to, right? Because if you cross negate it, you're passing on a one detonator pot. I feel like you make duo so that if you get ashed, you can actually extend with the duo drive. So I kind of like making duo drive better there. Right, and the play would have been duo drive in the extra master zone with 2 materials. You leave it, you don't activate the effect. Then you play Mitsurugi. Then you make another rank 4, like Gallant Granite, Search and Nibiru. Then you use the duo drive to detach from the other monster so that you still have a material on the duo drive for cross, and then you make detonator with the Raziels that you search. That way you get protection and better extension, and you get more detonator pops. But who knows? Maybe they have something in the hand. Okay, pretty standard play so far. Well, not really, actually. It's not really standard at all. We're summoning Murakumo from the hand. But it's going to get to the same place. I'm going to summon a Futsu. Okay, so we're on Futsu. Hey, I was wondering what the best branded deck list is right now. Is it branded Mitsu? I don't think it's branded Mitsu. I don't think it is. I think it's a pure build. But branded Mitsu is definitely fun. And it's going to catch a lot of people off guard. Okay, very strong board here. Still not going into duo drive yet. Interesting. Making drag Luxion. Okay, we set 3. We're just not playing Ryziel or what? Like, we just didn't want to make duo drive? This could have been duo drive. And then we would have got X'd. X would not have been able to search, but Sword would have been able to search. We could have got Sword and Node. Sword could have gotten X. X could have summoned itself. That could have been the Dugares. And then even Node would have been able to make another rank 4. I don't see why you would skip duo drive in this position here. What is the synergy of branded Mitsu? It's not synergy. It's just 2 engines that work by themselves. That's it. You can bridge, but I don't even like playing the bridge. I just like playing the fact that I have like 2 really powerful engines. They don't collide with each other, yeah. Mainly because of the fact that Mitsurugi doesn't need the extra deck, and you also don't need your normal summon. You know? So the locks from branded don't really matter, and the branded engine doesn't step on your toes. Anyway, Rainbow, we're gonna start with prayers in the draw phase. We're gonna negate that. Makes sense. And we tributed a Kusanagi, which is unfortunate because that's one of the only reptiles that's not going to trigger here because there's just no target to add back because Hope Harbinger conveniently sucks up the card instead of sending it to the graveyard. And we negate the Volcanex with Cross. Ooh. Okay, that's a really strong play. No Cross available means that we can't do anything in the damage step here. We can't detonator in the damage step. Wait, could we not attack over something? Could we not have a... Huh? We didn't activate Garunix? Why not? Why not activate Garunix? What am I missing here? We're not gonna get to wipe the board though. Oh, it didn't matter. Yeah, they can't chain detonator or anything like that because it's the damage step. It never mattered though because Droplet would have always been live. Droplet would have always been live. And we're not triggering Murakumo because it would cause the Garunix Eternity to float. Droplet can activate in damage step? Yes. Because it modifies attack, so it can always be activated at any time of the damage step. Raw Fire King Island is a good pop because there's nothing to protect it, no sanctuary. This is gonna pop the Garunix Eternity though. And we're just gonna negate the graveyard effect. That's pretty good. This last card has to be like Bonfire for Poplar. I can't think of anything like Branded Fusion that could somehow magically activate. And yeah, it's not. So Rainbow scoops it up. Game 1, going to Mikan with the crazy first turn board that still could have been a lot better, but was more than enough anyway. Murakumo effect? Yeah, Murakumo effect. What card beats Murakumo there? Like Mathmech Circular? Fallen of Albaz, the new Albaz? Okay, game 2 here. Between Mikan and Rainbow. Okay, now we get to see the Fire King deck go first. I wish my deck had a circular, don't we all? We all wish our deck had a circular. Ooh. Fua? In response to Diabellstar. That seems like a strange choice. It doesn't matter because we're getting ashed. But just in case there's multiple options, why would you give them the choice, you know? Maybe we're playing Silvera? Hi April, hello Haru. We're playing Mega Button Monthly today. Tribute? Oh my god. Oh my god, Synergy? Hello? Deception Tributes. Deception Tributes. Trigger Sagi. Wow. Is this real? Why have I never seen this? Hello? Why have I never seen Azumina Mitsurugi? That's actually peak synergy. What the hell? Why has no one tried this? We're not gonna oh, we're not playing into the Fua because we ashed it. I suggested that and they called me crazy. Also, Malice does not need a circular plushie. Can you imagine? Banish a Malice from deck is cost, special from your hand. Can you imagine that card? Need no, deserves yes. Okay. And now we go Snake Eye Ash. Perfect. I love this. Look at this. Ilia Sylvia and IP and then normal summon Ash. This is the peak Azumina Snake Eye deck. This was the first combo I learned for Azumina Snake Eye. It was in my spreadsheet. You make the Omni Negate, you make the IP, then you go Snake Eye Ash. Crazy combo. We're searching, okay, we're searching Subversion. Not Temple. Rest in peace, Temple. I don't think Rainbow's playing Temple, which makes me sad. I'm surprised they didn't get OSS though. Why wouldn't you get OSS? They must already have OSS. Oh, they've already used it. My bad, my bad. They've already used it. So we probably just don't play the field spell. Ambler Whale. They do play it. Abby, they do play Ambler Whale. It's the Amblo OTK. And we're ending on SP. Interesting. Okay, so what is this end board? How good is this IP with SP already on the board? Do we have another card to make with it? Interesting. Habakiri. Sadie resolves. We get to go ritual. No, this is Praz. Never mind. Normal summon. Okay. Duo drive. I don't hate Exciton there. Exciton's pretty cheeky there because the nice thing about Exciton is that it's not once per turn. So a negate like Ilya Sylvia is not that good because it doesn't destroy. So you can just Exciton again. If they SP'd instead, then they would resolve because it's not negated. I think Exciton was pretty cheeky there, right? And yeah, going duo drive is just really bad into the SP. Ooh, an impulse for the ritual. Okay, cross is not a good extender here. Wait, I thought we searched a second ritual. I'm not crazy. Yeah, we did add. Huh? Yeah, we added ritual with Saji. And then we searched another one. I was losing my mind. I was like, did we search Praz? I'm sure I wouldn't have made a mistake like that. But we did. We did search a second ritual. But this one's getting negated too. And that's gonna be GG. Okay then. That leaves only game 3. Mikan versus Rainbow. Will it be Mitsu Raiziol? Or will it be Snake Eye, Fire King, Mitsu? I mean, Raiziol's going first, so I feel like Mikan is heavily favored. Never mind. It's a set pass. Oh, that's nasty. It's Jova? Oh no. Oh no. I just said you were heavily favored going first. And then this is your end board. You jinxed it? I'm sorry. I jinxed it. It's okay, Mika. Don't cry. You did well. You might still win. They might not kill you. This game is not necessarily over. It's just probably over. I believe in the heart attack meta. We even set a second Ash. I don't see how the Fire King OTK is here. We would need to have second engine. So we need to find something here with Vampire. Do we find a Snake Eye card? We don't. We don't. Okay, we mill OSS, which is usually a good mill, because you're usually vampiring with Doomed Dragon, but not in this case. So there's no good mills there. Mikan milled Star. Okay. Okay. The game is afoot. The game is not over. We're setting a card. Nobody has ever set a card and then OTK'd in the history of the game. Nobody has ever done that. So I think we're not dying here. Okay, Mikan gets a turn. Are you sure about that? What do you mean? I did when I was in Duel Links. Fair enough, Duel Links is a good answer. Hello April, hello Yassine. Okay, so our end board is Kirin Pass. Did we draw a play? Did Mikan top deck a play? Oh no. No, Mikan, no. No. Oh, you deserve to draw a play. You so deserve to draw a play there. Skull. Oh, we needed a play off the top. What do you think about actually using Branded with Mitsurugi but without the bridge? Yes. That is one of my most recent videos. We played it on stream not long ago. That is my idea, to be precise. I like Branded Mitsurugi, just not with the bridge. Maybe it's Flip Flop Frog. Oh, maybe it's Fossil Diner. I'll watch it, thanks. Yeah, it's like my second most recent video. Abo also cut the bridge because it sucks. That was my first impression. I've played Mitsu Branded like on 2 separate occasions. One when I was new to Mitsu, and then again recently now that I've learnt Mitsu. And at both times I didn't like the bridge. I didn't like how to go for the bridge play. You had to like completely cancel most of your branded engine. You didn't get to play actual branded engine. You didn't get to play with your branded engine because like you had to banish it, right? So if you foolished it from the deck with Branded Fusion, you would have to go send the Evening Twilight for Lubellion, then make Albion, then make Dragos Depelia with the Albion by banishing it, just to banish the Evening Twilight, which is like so not worth it, you know? And it's Ponix for game here. Brangen, yeah. GG Rainbow, GG Mikan, thank you for playing. I'm sorry that you bricked. I'm sorry that you also didn't draw a play on turn 3 when Rainbow failed to kill you. That is so unfortunate. You want me to watch game 3 of your game, Terramia? Okay. Branded made still clap? What do you mean they still clap? Did they ever clap? I've never built a branded Dragon Maid deck, but maybe we'll try it. Okay, so what's cooking in this game? Henro, hello Rainbow. Okay, so is this... This is Tia over here. In my hands? Okay. I'll trust that it cooks in your hands. There's 3 trap cards in the hand right now. I assume we're gonna play into Maxi and just make double Liger. I do happen to know that this deck is, unless you play some certain cards, this deck struggles to out Liger. Okay, we're going for a turn 0 play. We hit Havnis. Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? What do you mean we use Tia Cash, hit Havnis, Nephirim, and a Shuffler? What do you mean? And this Nephirim is not even just follow-up, because there's another Shuffler in the hand here. So we can discard another Disruption. Like, what? What even? And yeah, I was gonna say, because we drew tier cards, we can send Rhino, and we can afford to go for... Okay, we could have even grabbed Havnis there for extra disruption. We could have even grabbed Havnis there. But most importantly, we can go for Kaleido Heart. I'm not even sure if Kaleido Heart's the right play here. I think Rule Colossus is still better, right? Isn't Rule Colossus still better? Okay, they choose to go Kaleido Heart. And we shuffle Masquerade. Which is the right target, I think. And now we just have double Shuffler as disruption here. Kaleido Shuffle Chick actually ends the game. Oh, right. Chick on the board is quite vulnerable, because it is an ignition effect. And it is really important for making Liger turn 1, right? So actually, getting rid of Chick might have been GG. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so we still get to Liger here. There's also a Herald of Orange Light here, which we don't do anything about. Oh my god. And here it comes, the second Liger. Pop it in the same turn so that it doesn't revive. Yeah, honestly, I've been playing this matchup a bit for the Rookie to Master series. I've been playing the tier deck, this Fiendsmith Gem Knight tier deck. Outing Liger is a bitch. It's so hard to out Liger. Like, unless you play specialized outs, this engine just doesn't do it. So let's see what they do. Like, Terramia can pretty much toggle off here until something like a Dugares hits the board. Okay. What are we attempting to do here? It really is only Dugares, right? It's like the only play. Why is there a 17-minute duel? Hold up. There's a 17-minute duel? Okay, we wipe now. Terramia chose to wipe now so that Fiendsmith didn't get into play. I don't think I like that. Maybe, okay, maybe it was Goddess that they were afraid of. But Goddess was technically live, like, earlier. I find Luna so boring. Same with Strikers. This new pack is not for me. Honestly, same. I don't like Striker, and I don't really like Luna Light either. Okay, that's the second board wipe used. Why are we shotgunning these Ligers? Like, to some extent, aren't we using them too early? What are we afraid of? We can do something here. Yeah, we can go Dagares. This technically outs one of them, but still only one of them. Oh, and then they time out. Would this have been enough? I don't think that was enough. Could have won but no time? How? How do you win? You out one of them and then what? A Link 3? Did we have Fiendsmith effects? Did we have Engraver? Like, could we have gone Fiendsmith stuff after? Because we only had 3 monsters on the board. One of them had to stay on the board to attack the Liger. So we had 2 available monsters. Yeah, you double tier cash and then what? I don't remember what the other monster on the board was. Dugara's tier cash and another monster? If it was a Fiendsmith card, it was Engraver? Oh, okay. Okay, so it was Engraver into Sequence, yeah. Then that would have done it. That would have done it. I don't know what's worse to go against, Lunas or Akemi. Are you kidding me? I would rather play against Akemi any day than Luna Lion. Okay, let's see what we got here. We have some more top 8 matches. What we just watched was a top 16 match. There are no top 4 opponents yet. We have Rainbow in top 4, but that's it. Let's watch. We've watched Terramia and Akemi already, so let's watch Mitro and Meow what? These ones. Top 4 speedrun? It does seem that way. What's going on here? Oh, I see what's going on. Mitro's name is Monkey. Okay, I see what's going on. What top are we at now? We're watching a top 8 match right now. This is another top 8 match. And we haven't seen these decks yet. We've not seen these players. Oh, okay, so we have Meowwhat on Regenesis? Is it Regenesis Voiceless? Or is it just Regenesis? I don't think you play this in pure Regenesis. This is a Voiceless deck, right? I mean, of course it is. There's a pre-prep in the hand. Unless it's Mitsurugi. And here we have Ryziel Onomad by the look of things. This is Mitro. Okay, we're gonna Ash Maxi, reasonable. We're not playing into the talents because we maxied in the draw phase. So that's pretty good for me or what. And we still have the Nibiru. April sees 7th Tachyon, Ryziel. Do you think this is not Ryziel, Abby? You think this is not Ryziel? You think we're not searching an Ice Ryziel with this? Okay. Okay. We'll see. I see rank 4 spam, it's Ryziel. Yeah. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We discarded it? What do you mean we discarded it? Okay, but surely they're gonna make a duo drive, right? Oh wow, look at that. Look at that, it's duo drive. Who would have thought? Who's laughing now, Abby? You should be embarrassed. So now we get to cross. Hi, Ryziel. Yeah, Riziel. So what's this? Duo drive? Not duo drive. Detonator? Is this pass? Do we have any plays? Wait a second. Hold on. I just realized. On the activation of cross. On the activation of cross. Aren't we supposed to activate Nibiru? Because you let them make duo detonator, so now the Nibiru is just useless. And not only is it useless, it's gonna make the talents live. Oh, that was really poorly timed, I think. We could have wiped the board here. And now that now the hand gets ripped. Probably take pre-prep because they think it's a Mitsurugi card. And this is gonna be GG. He installed the game 3 weeks ago. He doesn't know what Ryziel does? Okay. Fair enough. Doesn't change the fact that it was objectively a misplay. Where is Abo on the feat tier list? Abo would be exquisite tier. TLDR droplet can only be activated in D1 and not D2. What is D1 and D2? What are you talking about? I don't know what those are. I've seen Abba's feat. No, he would not. Okay. Okay. Anyway, game 2 between these two. So, Mior is going to be going first, I assume. Yep. Okay, we're starting with a Regenesis. Archfiend is a good starter. Feat? Yeah, look at the pinned comment, Huncho. And we're going Nadia. That's a really good card. Activate Maximus. I wish all of my opponents would activate Maximus on turn 1. Oh my god. Why couldn't that be Habakiri? Why couldn't that be Habakiri? I just thought in that moment, how is Nadia Servant not a Mitsurugi card? Like, this is a Mitsu starter, isn't it? You get Maximus, you send this. That's a Mitsu starter, isn't it? Like, why are we not playing it like that? They send these two, but that doesn't really do anything. Pure Mitsu likes IP? Yeah. Pure Mitsu does like IP. I do want to put Mitsu in everything. I like Mitsu cards. I actually really like the engine. And it is Voiceless Voice, of course. Making a big board of negates here. So this is Omni Negate, plus Omni Negate, plus Maxi, plus a bounce. I would negate this, yeah. Chain Crosser, okay. Question, chat. I don't mind negating the call by on the Maxi, but do we now negate the cross out with the Skull Guardian? Or is that too risky? Because you could just die if you don't have any disruptions. This is still live. This is still a disruption. Do we think they're going to negate the cross out? Must press button? I don't know. I don't know what's correct here. I don't know. It's not an Omni. It's not an Omni. I I think you let it go. But at the same time, one Omni versus Ryziel is like not that good, you know? It's like not that good. Because if you negate something and they have an extender, you're kind of just like playing versus everything anyway. I think they're gonna negate, and I think I would negate too. If I was in good mind and I could think about things, and I didn't just impulse play, then like I think I would negate this. And they do. I think it's correct to negate, because the Maxi is guaranteed impact. Whereas even an Omni negate on an Ryziel engine card could have very little impact, you know? And see, we're going Exiton, so that means we're not killing this turn. We're gonna bounce. There's a lot of follow-up though. Not only is there 6 cards in hand, but we get to trigger the Prez, which is gonna get to trigger the Low. In the end phase, we get Sage, we get Warrior. It's pretty good. And we get Archfiend as well. I think. Did we tribute Archfiend this turn? I think so. Yeah, so we have so much follow-up now. The decision to resolve the Maxi is crazy here. Oh, I didn't even realize we summoned this. We summoned this card instead. Okay. I see what's going on here. I'm surprised they didn't get the trap. Because the trap is a little bit more solid. Disruption. This is just value. Castel. We're really playing Castel? And we gotta negate Castel because Castel's too scary. Is that Lizards reborn not once per turn? It is once per turn, Abby. Yeah, the lizard is once per turn. We're drolling them now. We've finally had enough cards. We're gonna droll them now. Attach Eclipse Twins, which we got to send for free. This board is not good enough though. Like, look at the cards in hand. We even, oh my god, we even get to use Seravis on a detonator. We have like a main phase 3 here. Oh, we get to trigger Wind Pegasus too. Okay, why are we bouncing the the duo drive though. That's like the one card you don't bounce. Not that it matters. Not that it matters. Yeah, call by for Maxi. We're gonna pop itself because we know it's over. We know it's Jova. Wait, no, we're popping itself because of Eclipse Twins. Never mind. Never mind. I'm not used to this play. Eclipse Twins is too new. This is standard Ryziel if you play the TCG, but like, this is new for me. Not that it matters, we have an Ultimate Slayer. Genesis Aztec. Now we just attack the game, surely. Summon another Archfiend. Into Sage, and then Saphira. Can we summon a ritual here? Yeah, we should be able to. And that's going to be lethal plus an Omni. So that's going to be game. Nice. Okay, so they're going to a game 3. Solid. Maxi was very important though. Okay, what do we got? What do we have? We have Ryziel going first. And they have the Dodo Warrior again. No Maxi. No Maxi might be game over on the spot. What does one Dodo do in the big build of Onomat? If you play all the Onomat cards, what can you do with one Dodo? It's clearly full Ryziel combo, but what else is it? I guess you can't do anything degenerate because they've kind of banned a lot of the degenerate cards. A lot. I guess the most degenerate thing you could do is Protoss. Hand loop? How do you hand loop? Isn't Ouroboros the only way to hand loop? And it's banned now. Or FTK? You can FTK? Laplace? Oh, that's a hand loop for 1 though. Hi April. Hello Retro Mary. Nice to see you. You can Ptolemy's turn skip? Oh right. Wait. Did you see that? You see that? We cross out Maxi so that flag is live. You know, if you don't draw a cross out, how do you make flag live in the Protoss combo? How do you banish a card? Is it this? Are you supposed to try and banish this? Onomata Kage? I guess, yeah. That the second effect, even if you don't banish it from the field, the second effect engrave banishes, yeah. Fair enough. But in this case, we didn't have a monster on the board. I mean, did we have to use the cross out? Couldn't we have overlaid into Eclipse Twins or something? I guess that's still not putting it in the graveyard. Okay. Either way, we're getting to Protoss now. And what do we call? Dark, I assume? No, we call Light. Tribute Summon Nibiru? What do you mean by Tribute Summon Nibiru? Okay, we called Light, by the way. I completely forgot what Mior is playing. This is game 3, the top 8. I just completely forgot what we're playing on this side of things. We also have Maxi, so it probably doesn't matter. Voiceless voice? Oh yeah! It's Regenesis voiceless voice. And we call it Light because it's voiceless voice. That makes perfect sense. We have Ash for Nadia, Maxi on top, full combo. This is a nasty, nasty board. And we have Plasma Hole to pop the Sage. I think that's going to be game over. I think that's going to be game over. This is absolutely game. Yeah, it is. It is absolutely game. It makes me want to try the Onomat build of Ryziel. But the Mitsu build is so fun. I love Habakiri. Monkey has such a custom hand. To be fair, yeah. The hand was what? It was the 1-card starter that does all of this, the Dodo, plus Crossout for Maxi, which they didn't need, plus Ash, plus their own Maxi. Was absolutely custom, yeah. And Droll now, just for good measure. Onomat Ryziel is the best version of it. I just want to see an actual Utopia board. You think Onomat Ryziel is better than Mitsu Ryziel? Maybe. I need to test the big Onomat package. It's the best version of Onomat? Well, yeah, you don't say. You don't say. But is it the best version of Ryziel? Surely they banned Banshee next ban list? Yeah, and then we just search Fossil Dino with Granite. I don't even think every Onomat build even plays Protoss. Don't some of them just play like rank 4 spam? And like the boss monster for the Utopia stuff? And yeah, that's GG. We can't break that board. Plus like 3 hand traps, it's way too much. So we have Mitro, which is Monkey, going into top 4. And we have a top 4 match underway right now, which is Rainbow versus Terramere. However, before we check out that, there is one more top 8 match between players we haven't yet seen, so I would like to give them some spotlight. And that is Scar and Rainfall. I love Paki, yeah. I mean, they need to ban Fossil Liner for sure. Okay, so still in top 8 here. The game is already over. Oh, really? Is the match over? I'm checking out your game 1 right now. This is Scar versus Rainfall. We haven't seen this. Okay, what is this? Malice with a 1-card starter, 3 hand traps and talents. Nice. Versus Branded with a nice going first hand, but not really enough versus Malice going second. Nice to see some Branded. Rainfall bringing Branded this time. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be Malice combo into GG, right? It's already GG. Even with the Magna, this is still game. But now we get talents for free to look at the hand. And then we just have Ash and Baldrake on top of our board. This is, I don't agree with taking Foolish there. I would have taken Deployment just because top deck Super Poly could exist. I would have taken Deployment there, but we know what's going to happen in this game. We don't need to see it. We do not need to see it. And then here is game 2. Oh, I can't spectate. Here is game 2. Second game was an auto loss as well. Really? Did we... We clearly went first, right? Did we not draw anything? Oh. Okay, so going first with Branded with this hand. I'm not even going to talk about Scar's hand. Scar's hand is nasty, drawing Maxi Ash and Cold Buy. But this hand, I mean, it's not nothing, right? Like, you can still make a Verte and play. You don't have to draw a card and risk it. You can still make a Verte here. I wonder if that's what they do. It would play really hard into the Maxi. No, we choose to try and draw. Okay. And we find a Branded in white, though. We do find a play. So, this is interesting. I know that we're going to get fucked by these hand traps. But let me just look at the Branded hand for a little bit. The way you could play Branded in white here, what could we do? We could go... We could go Lubellion into Mirror Jade. But we could also go Titaniclad with this and this. Is that a good play? Like, you could make Titaniclad, normal summon Makuria, and then have Verte plus Maxi with Albaz in the graveyard. It's better to go Verte for Mirror Jade because then there will be a Albaz in the graveyard. Whereas if you make Lubellion, you shuffle it away, so there's no Rinbrum play. Like, I think you make Titaniclad here, and then normal summon the Makuria. And then you have Maxi, Verte, a search for Quem in the end phase. Retribution can add back white for an Albaz discard with Rinbrum, and it's a banish plus Maxi. It's not terrible, but it's going to lose really hard to Maxi. Yeah, there's just nothing to be done here. Like, the best thing you can do here is make Furious and pass, or like an empty Lubellion and pass. You know, to just have one disruption plus the Maxi. Okay, and we choose to make Rinbrum. Yeah, that's also one disruption, I guess. And then we draw into the White Rabbit. Unfortunate. Average Malice hand, I mean, average branded hand too, right? This is one of the reasons why I really like playing one Shrouded. Like, Shrouded fucking sucks when you draw multiple. And this is gonna be way too easy for Scar to play through. Unfortunate. Okay. Meowing April Joel. Hello, Frank. Joel to you too. Anyway, it's top 4 time. We got Rainbow versus Terramia and Scar versus Monkey. So would you guys like to watch Malice versus Ryziel? Ooh, exciting. Or Lunalight versus Fire King Snake Eye meet Tsurugi. What do you think's more exciting? I think it's this one. Lunalight, 100%. We're always gonna watch this one. And they are still in game 1, so... Paint dry? Yeah, you'd rather watch paint dry. That's funny. Okay, we got Rainbow going first. That's really good for the Crazy Pile deck. Prez, first action in the main phase. Shake my head. Shake my head. Lunalight is kind of broken in a best of 1 now. These are best of 3s, but Lunalight is kind of broken in a best of 1, yeah. No side deck? Yeah, there was no side deck in these best of 3s. No side deck is a big victory for Lunalight though, because that means nobody can side out, so they have to main them. But my favorite out to Liga Dancer is the one that Rainbow is currently doing, which is to just go first. That's my favorite out to Liga Dancer. We're gonna make Photon Lord in attack position. And now we have Snake Eye combo. Let's go. Normal summon is available, so we can go Snake Eye Ash with OSS into Ponix, into Fire King combo. It's gonna be crazy. Do you think Branded is good for this meta currently? No. I don't think Branded is particularly favored right now. It's not awful. It's never been awful, but I don't think it's got any advantage this format than it's had in recent formats. It's still kind of just pretty meh, and I don't like it versus Lunalight. It's one of the decks that plays the least hand traps, so going second into Lunalight is really hard. We didn't get Ponix, we got Poplar. Did we hard draw the Fire King combo? The only out to Liga would be Titaniclad? Yes. Unless you play special outs. The only in-engine out is Titaniclad, but it's not very good because it only outs one of them, and for you to out the second one, you have to survive turn 3, which is really hard because those Liga Dancers are 3800 and they can both attack twice. One of them can become 6800 and they can wipe your board again on their turn twice. So it's really hard to survive turn 3, to shuffle back the Titaniclad and then out another one. So I don't really like Titaniclad as an out. We did draw the Fire King combo. So our end board is, look at this. Photon Lord, Monster Negate, Sylvia, Omni Negate, Flamberge with IP in the back row, classic Snake Eye, with Princess in the graveyard, and the Fire King setup. Actually, we don't have the Fire King setup. Where's Garunix? Where's Garunix? Hello? Oh, it's in the hand. Okay, we added Garunix to the hand. So we do have the Fire King setup. Pretty good board. Plus, there's gonna be a Praz set. Let's not forget Praz is gonna be set too. Okay. Damn, got 20 streak poggers. Thank you, Frank. Thank you for playing, or watching the stream for 20 streams straight. You're one of my best viewers, it seems. I was gonna say, I don't like letting Kaleido Chick activate. Don't you want to remove this, like, instantly? On normal summon? Just Flamberge for SP Banish? Something like that? Are they gonna Skyburn it? And it still resolves, because we have these in the graveyard, or these in the hand. Yeah, look at all this. Look at all this follow-up. I feel like we should have gone SP Banish. I frequently watch Arteezy in this time. What is Arteezy? Is that another streamer? I don't know what that is. Now we go for the IP. I like saving the Sylvia for a heavy poly. That would be the scariest card that Lunalight can have going second. Okay, we banish this Kaleido chick. And we beat over... Okay, now we have free reign to activate cards without them being negated. Unless they're monster effects. An SP Perfume. This can still fuse into the extra deck because of... Yeah, there it is. There's Liga. That's it. There's Liga. Isn't that game over? How do we out Liga now? I think we're in trouble if we're Rainbow. We made a huge board, but is Liga on Estrogen? I think possibly. I think Liga is quite possibly on Estrogen. Also, look at the feet here. Taramia pointed out the feet to me earlier. Look at these, look at the toes. Look at how untrimmed these claws are. She is definitely, an Estrogen user. Okay, we're getting a lot of follow-up here. So big, Monka. A lot of follow-up, but how do we out Liga? I guess the way we out Liga is... Raging Phoenix can get big enough. We know that Rainbow's playing that. But we need a second out for Raging Phoenix to work. We can do Ambler Whale, right? I am looking. Thank you, Catboy. Also, the feet video is out, Catboy. Look at the pinned comment. If you want to watch the feet video, you can go watch it. I know you'll like that. Wait, are we making a second Liga here? There's no way we are. This is a second Liga. Ain't no way. Wow. Is this deck broken or what? Don't talk about another cat's claws? Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, wipe the board, but what? This destroys more of your own cards than theirs. We made 2 Liga through that huge board? That was crazy. Can Garunix get big enough to beat over a Liga? If the first poly was negated, I couldn't do anything. I also think you were in trouble if they shotgunned SP Banish, Normal Summon, Kaleido check. I don't think you could have extended through that very well. That would have been my play. Would that have worked? Okay, and we just wipe the board in the end phase. And Rainbow scoops it up. Yeah. That's on time limit loss as well. Okay, that's a hard one to recover from. Not gonna lie. If you're Rainbow, making your full power board turn 1, and then having that happen, that's kind of soul crushing. You gotta really lock in for game 2. Because that's a soul crushing game. You know, because you're going first, but your full power board already lost. So your mental is like, whoa, it's like crazy hit right now. But let's see if she can do it. Okay, we have Snake Eye combo. This is my favorite Azumina line. This is how I love to play Azumina. I've seen a lot of people play Azumina differently recently, but this is my favorite thing to do with it. Search Snake Eye Ash, and then normal summon it. Best combo. Why use Alvata there? Ooh, we have Nibiru. I was just thinking to myself, in my own private thoughts, I was like, if I'm gonna play Lunalight, I'm playing 3 Nibiru. Because that card is so cracked when it doesn't tribute your own Ligas. So I was just thinking maybe Terra has a Nibiru, and he does. So we forced the Sylvia. Okay, we are now live. Ambler Whale. Can this card get big enough to out a Liga? Technically, I guess it can. But it's already in the graveyard now. Let's go, Rainbow. I'm rooting for you. Jiggling? Why are you jiggling? Stop jiggling. Rainbow made an even better board turn 1. So I'm just really scared about what's gonna happen. They gotta lock in and use the disruptions cleanly, I think. This is Zombie Vampire. I don't know if I like milling against Lunalight. There's a lot of good mills. They can hit... Okay, they did not hit the right mills. Look at that. Double check, double black sheep. They could have hit, They could have hit Yellow Martin. The big fusion spell is nuts. Yeah, the big fusion spell is nuts. We milled Diabell, but we've already played Snake Eye. And we place Arvada. Is this the end board? Okay, so we have IP into SP. We have Flamberge summon a monster negate. And we have Princess. This board cooked in 2022? Okay, Fire King Snake Eye was not 2022. Don't you dare try to tell me it was that long ago. It was last year at the most. What was? Um, Fire King Snake Eye. That was last year at the most. Ooh, Maxi. That's gonna get at least 3 draws, really. I don't like holding for the main phase to use Flamberge. Just summon this in the draw phase, you know? Reaching auntie status? Shut up. Shut up. I'm only 26. I'm not that old. Okay, SP now to prevent Kaleido Chick from activating. I think this is a decent decision. Kaleido Chick is kind of like Neptibus. You kind of like remove it on site if you can. Okay, gotta watch out for this banish effect though. We can't use shit in the battle phase now. That's kind of scary. Oh, and we used SP here. I was thinking, I kind of like... So with SP, right, you can use it to banish your own vampire and SP to prevent you from having an extra deck monster. That could counter a Lunalight fusion. But Kaleido Chick's on the board now anyway. And there she is. I don't know about you guys, but I think Liger is broken. Why is it that this card is an auto win? No matter what the situation, if you summon this card, why is it game over? Why do you win? I think she's hot. I know, you said that twice now, Cave. Why is this card allowed? Like, it's insta GG, no matter the situation. Right? I don't think this should have been printed. I'm gonna say it. I think this card needs to get banned. I think this card needs to go to 0. Maybe 1 is okay, just because there's a very big difference between 1 and 2 on the end board. I can see it going to 1 in Master Duel eventually. The deck is not even good. I think that's cap. I think the deck is good. There's no way that a card that insta-wins on summon is, like, bad. Like, you've been summoning it very consistently. Okay, we're gonna go Princess now. Like, what is Rainbow supposed to do now? It's way too hard to out this. Anti-cat racism. I hate cats? Hey. What do you mean you hate cats? We don't accept cat slander on this stream. They're evil? Oh my god, look at all these draws. I'm not gonna lie, fuck them cats. I think this card needs to go on the ban list. Fuck Liga Dancer. Look at that. Okay, we Nibiru'd on our own turn. Didn't even tribute our board. What is that? What is that? In attack position. This is some crazy behavior. Okay, Pan the Cat has timed out Livy Clyro for 600 seconds. For that cat slander, I see. And that's GG. Terramir winning 2-0. Breaking 2 pretty decent boards, but 1 very good board from Snake Eye Fire King. That was very impressive for the Lunalight. That's GG's, yeah. I think we could have won if we used the disruptions on game 1 a little differently. But that was still crazy from Lunalight. Very well played to Terramir. Very scary deck, Lunalight. And good job, Rainbow, for getting this far. Anyway, let's check out who won our other match. Oh, would you look at that? Scar won against Mitro. Yeah, Scar also won against Ryziel with Malice. So the finals is going to be Scar versus Terramir, which is funny because these are my teammates for the 3v3 the other day. This is my Worlds team. I promise it's not rigged. They just got lucky. But the finals is going to be Scar versus Terramir. So, hopefully, I'm going to remind these guys that they're playing for, $70. Otherwise, they might troll me. Nah, it's rigged. How do I keep opening Dormouse? Is that how you've been winning? You've been opening Dormouse? I'm playing for the satisfaction of beating him? Okay. Okay. I don't know why, I just got scared for a second. When I said the matchup out loud, I was like... I got a memory of when Abo did the... You guys remember when Abo did the heal deck in the finals of the Challenger Cup? I just suddenly got the vibe that you guys might do something like that. But okay, it is time for the finals. We should do a prediction. I saw that you're here, Pan. I saw that, in fact, Terramir, you're also a mod. You should do a prediction. You should do a prediction for the finals. Also, have you guys started or what? Gambling? Yeah. Or Pan, if you're there, can you do a prediction? I'm impressed with 4 AM Rainbow. Only thing I'll change is adding Fire Charmer. Oh, Fire Charmer would have been cool. Yeah. It would have helped you against that Ash that one time. I'm rooting for Terra so I can cope on Lunalite. I really liked your deck though, Rainbow. I'm a big Snake Eye fan, you know that. And I'm a big Mitsurugi fan too. So Mitsu Snake Eye Azumina based synergy. Have you guys started? Because I can't seem to spectate. I assume you haven't started yet. You should try, it's fun. Oh, I will. Habakiri bridges into Snash? How does Habakiri bridge into Snake Eye? You don't mean zombie vampire, right? Okay, they're here. Ready for the finals. Banshee? Oh, right. 2 level 4 into Banshee, of course. Of course. Alright. Scar is selected going first. Scar is Malice. So we have Malice going first, winning the coin flip, versus Lunalite. Okay. I'm excited for this match. Ualos? Okay. Resolves. Nice. So Malice is not going to be going full combo here. Most likely. And there she is, the Dormouse. The best deck is somehow still Malice. Are we passing on this? No, we're activating MTP. We're gonna get a card to the hand so that we can draw with Chessie. Oh, ain't no way. Okay, so is Terramir gambling on the MTP being the only way to get a Chessie draw here? Because they chose not to Ash the Chessie draw, and instead Ash the MTP. Oh my god. Okay, we went blind allure. Chat. Do we think this allure is hitting? Do we think Scar's discarding his hand here? Or is he about to banish a Malice? He is about to banish a backup. A no draw for Chessie. Oh no. No blushing? Oh my bad. I'm currently blushing and I'm... Wow. What is up with my face right now? There we go. Let's continue. Okay, thank you for Fractal. Fractal? That's the name, right? Yeah, Fractal. Yay. Why do you have that face? What face are you talking about, Dougie? Which face are you talking about? Yeah, Impum Goldleo. Pretty good Impum. We still have a normal summon though. We have, okay, Perfume's pretty good. Gonna revive the Silver Hound. You see this face, guys? This is me when Liga Dancer. Me when Liga Dancer. And this is me when Branded Fusion resolves. This is me when Branded Fusion doesn't resolve. Okay, we do have Kaleido Check as well. This is a lot of gas. Scar needs to have like a Karma Cannon set. This face, by the way, this is me asking my opponent to not have Ash when I activate Branded Fusion. I'm gonna go foods because I'm fatigued. Good luck. Tiramisu. Isn't it 4 a.m. for you, Rainbow? Why are you eating at 4 a.m.? You see this face? I don't know what this face is for. We're taking a long time to play here. Okay. Is Terramia gonna maybe time out? I know Terramia personally, and he's a big timeouter. Oh my god, we have Nibiru. That's actually really clutch. Time zones are not real, do not believe the round earthers. I hate time zones too. And I especially hate daylight saving time. Okay, we put the Nibiru in attack position. Okay, we didn't find a play. We did not find a play. The rock has hit the construction site of the tower. Very true. Okay, another Goldleo. Just saying, by the way, I'm trying to find my last face. I have one more face, but I don't know where it is. Unless it's this, unless it is this one. It is this one. This is the one I'm trying to show you guys. Okay, Coldbite was pretty decent on that. We have a yellow mutton in the graveyard. Oh, and that's a masquerade. That's a masquerade. After all those traps still play? Yeah, a wolf is really good here. Earthchen cares not your skill issue when she is thick and not flat. Yay jiggly. You guys are crazy. You're such a crazy chat. I love you guys. We're not crazy enough? Okay, you're gonna show me some extra crazy? I had a stroke trying to read this. Me too. I was like, what is this? What is this sentence? I haven't heard of Earth-chan in like a decade. When was the last time you guys heard Earth-chan? That's like a 10-year ago meme, isn't it? I think Teramia's got this one. I think he's got game one here. Leodance is so big, I can't. Leodancer used to be the biggest one, right? She used to be the biggest Lunalite, but now she's like not even close. Now there's Lygadancer. Level 12, look at this. Look at this big ass Lunalite. Have I mentioned I think Lygadancer is hot? Yes, you have. Bigger towers, yeah. I mean, Lunalite is like kind of a cool deck, right? Why did they have to make Lygadancer? Why couldn't they make her an OTK machine? You know, like the rest of the Lunalites. Why did she have to be at towers? I think that really ruined it. Because it's so broken. It's so broken when it's on the board. Here she is. And this is going to be easy lethal. What game is this? This is game one of the finals. So Terramia takes game one despite Malice winning the coin and going first. Very nice. Is Terramia a furry? Yes. Terramia is a furry. Okay, game two. You had a wolf as your profile picture for like 10 years, Terramia. Don't even lie. Alright, game two. Game two. Gotta go now. Have fun. Good night. Joel? That was a Sif from Dark Souls. Yeah? Is it or not? Does it or not? Does it or does it not have fur? And also, didn't you quit this game? Why are you suddenly... Okay. 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 Didn't you play, Didn't you quit this game and then come back to play Lunalight? Don't tell me you're not a furry. Anyway, normal summon Dormouse. So what is the new Dormouse one-card combo? I feel like I should know it already. But what is the standard one-card Dormouse combo these days? How are they beating Nibiru? What is the plan? Do we make an early allied code? Wicked? How is Wicked a plan to beat Nibiru? I mean, we just got Nibiru. So... why did we need to Nibiru now? What is the reason? Why did we Nibiru on Wicked? Yeah, now he plays with Underground, but what if Terramia just held the Nib until the end of the turn? What is the plan? It stops Wizard and backup? Yeah, but what if you just don't Nib? What if you don't Nib? Okay, also having Impulse is a pretty good answer. Nib Impulse is insane. Terramia, how? How are you drawing like this? Yeah, and Sky sets to and pass again. Unbelievable. The luck from Terramia this game. Or this match. This whole tournament, really. Is it really luck? I mean, Nib Impulse is a good draw. Going second against Malice. It is a good draw. He's the one opening Dormouse. That is also true. He hasn't made a board twice, though. You've hand-trapped into death twice. Just like he did 10 games in a row in the 3v3. Very true. Very true. Scott did just win like 8 coin flips and go full combo, no hand traps both times. Like all 8 times. Is this... okay, we can't play, by the way. Terramir cannot play. Yeah, we're passing turn. And Baldrake is follow-up on the Dormouse. That's gonna be game over. Okay, never mind. I was like, Terramir so lucky, just lost the game. Okay. Malice too strong. Alright. Now it's time for game 3 of the finals. No, it's finals. Hello, Seth. You are a little late to the stream. Time for game 3 of the finals. Don't worry, you're just in time to see the most important game of the tournament. We're also on very good pace. We've only just crossed the 3-hour mark. Let's do a prediction. I mean, I think it's too late to do a prediction. It is too late to do a prediction. Normal summon Emerald Bird. That is not the starter you want, right? That is not the starter you want. And it's getting ashed. Resolving. Is this a pass turn? It's a pass turn! Oh no. Oh no. I just said Terramir is so lucky. Then he lost and then bricked. Is Scar got Dormouse again? No shot. What do you mean you got Dormouse again? Ain't no way. Ain't no way, Scar. I think Scar might be even luckier. I think Scar might be even luckier. I'm gonna Ash Allure as if the Dormouse isn't already game by itself. Pitch, dog, draw one is full combo. Ain't no way you called Silverwolf dog, right? There's no way you call it dog. It's a dog, it's a wolf. You're a furry. Yeah, I mean, we're just going through the motions. Terramir even said his hand in chat. So, Scar's just kind of OTKing now. Malice do be Malice. Wolves are of the dog ancestry. I know. It's a hound, it just looks like a wolf. Is a hound not a wolf? Oh, right. True. I guess a hound is not a wolf. Wood? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by wood? Scar started with Dormouse all 3 games. Did he have Dormouse in game 1? I don't think he had Dormouse in game 1. We had Gold Sock, right? I don't remember. I don't think we had Dormouse game 1. Surely next month I win a round. I'm rooting for you, Cave. I'm rooting for you. And don't forget, you don't have to wait until next month to play. Next week we have the Genesis tournament, so if you want to play in that, that's only a week away. He did have Gold Sock? Yeah. All I saw of game 1 was Nib Token. There's been a lot of Nibirus. Genesis sucks right now. Yeah, because Branded is unplayable. We're taking a while for this OTK, by the way. We're taking a while for this OTK, just saying. Is Scar trying to play around Nibiru? I thought you said Branded was playable. Before the recent points update, I feel like it can't really be playable now. You can't play a single branded fusion line. You gotta play without branded fusion. Okay, this is lethal if we get to go to the battle phase, right? Because this is GWC set? No, it's not. GWC's in the graveyard. MTP? Yeah, it's MTP. Okay. I mean, it's fine. It's lethal. the access code way as well. Unless there's a surprise Nibiru that Terramia was lying to us about, this will be game. Yeah, that's gonna be game. Boom and boom. The Lunalight was cooking all day. We got to see all sides of Lunalight. I mean, yeah, we saw Lunalight cooking like crazy all day. But then Malice just kinda won anyway. Yeah, it's unfortunate. GG Scar. Congratulations for winning. And well done, Terramia. You played very well. You had some very nice games. If I had 30 seconds versus Terra, yeah. I told you it's rigged. I open Dormouse every game. You are so lucky, Scar. But congratulations. I will consider sending you your prize. Anyway, chat. That's gonna do it. That's gonna do it. Chat. That's gonna do it. Hi, chat. Bye. I'll miss you. If you want to play next week in Genesis, you guys can. You can play next week in Genesis. And don't forget, we do this every month. So if you want to subscribe and play in this, you can join next month. And we also do a free one. We also do a free one every month as well. So don't forget to spread the word and play in those. I would very much appreciate that. And go check out the feet video. You guys will love the feet video. I'm definitely joining the next one. So how about them Liga feet? Liga feet is crazy. Very sharp. Very tasty. Yeah. Good night, chat. Have a good sleep. Thank you for joining me. Let's find someone to raid.